guys, welcome to Miami Beach.
This is beautiful.
Hydrate this. 1942.
It does say Miami's Maverick.
Right, exactly.
So tonight we have dinner.
We have
The
dinner.
yacht.
The yacht.
Last night I'm in New York City. Today I'm on this beautiful yacht in Miami.
This is Doma in Wynwood. Just opened last week. We gotta go check out the rest of Miami. You ready?
I'm ready.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Welcome back to The American Dream. This week, we're taking you to a city that is synonymous with the American Dream. And to me, it's a little slice of paradise. You're gonna be seeing the best properties, the best restaurants, and you're gonna learn a thing or two along the way. We're going to Miami, and I couldn't be more thrilled to introduce you to who you're about to see next. He's everything you think of when you think Miami Beach, and for that reason, he's our guide to explore one of the most glamorous cities in America. Take it away.
Hey, sunshine.
Glenn, what's going on?
How was your trip?
It was amazing. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Oh, good. Good to see you.
How do you like South Point Park?
Oh, this is gorgeous. I could stay here all day.
All day? What do you mean all day?
Why would I leave?
We gotta get out of here.
What am I gonna go see? Well, I do want to eat some Cubano sandwiches, and really, I want to know what Miami is like.
Well, listen, Golden Girl, they have water in San Diego. We gotta go check out the rest of Miami.
All
You
right.
ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
By the way, that's the Continuum.
Okay.
And that's the Portofino. So south of 5th, being one of the most wealthiest communities
Yes.
down here. It's got its own zip code, it's got its own school district. It's
I feel the affluence here.
time. Great restaurants, Smith & Walensky. You got Il Molino.
Yep.
Just great stuff.
Glenn, I feel like my sunnies are way
Your
too
what?
San Diego. My sunnies.
Sunnies.
Yeah.
What's a sunny?
Well, these sunglasses.
Oh, sunglasses.
Yeah, jeez. Don't you feel like these are a little too San Diego?
They're a little San Diego.
Okay, I think I need some. Do you have any that are more Miami?
I do have one Miami, actually.
I had a feeling you'd come in clutch with some extra sunglasses.
Wear them well.
Okay.
Be careful.
Are these?
You break them, you buy them.
What are these?
Versace's.
Versace?
Yeah, Versace. That's it.
Did you steal these off a celeb?
I did not. I bought them off a shelf.
Okay, so where are we right now?
So we are in BRICKELL. There was just actually a $14.3 million grant from the city that's going to clean this up underneath the railway from here. This is the Metro Rail.
Okay.
From here all the way back to the end of BRICKELL, which is literally only 14 blocks, but it's the most densely populated area down from New York City. The population is quadrupled in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
So if you look
Miami's
at-
known as the Magic City because it's grown so much in the last 100 years.
This
right?
area, there was nothing. Every lot was vacant. There was nothing here.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Oh my God, it's a huge iguana crossing.
Crossing the road, watch out.
They have that in San Diego?
No, I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Get bit by sharks, but not an iguana.
Everybody respect them? Everyone?
Yeah, well, I mean, what are you gonna do, run it over?
No, you can't.
Bro, break your
all these
car
people
on that
from-
thing.
Okay, I feel like I'm officially
You're officially in Miami?
in the city, yeah.
You're in.
Before we go anywhere else, I'm so thirsty. Can we get a drink somewhere?
You know what the rule of Miami is, right? Stay hydrated.
The rule? Oh,
Stay
okay.
hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Right,
All right.
exactly.
Okay.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. We're at the Epic. Let's go grab that drink. I know you're thirsty.
I feel like this is the right place to be, and I'm so thirsty.
Leave your sunnies.
Give me my sunnies.
Leave your sunnies back there. All right, let's rock and roll. And this is like one of the top restaurants around.
Is it so sick that you have to have your sunglasses on?
Trying to be a wise guy.
Well, a little bit.
Hydrate this. 1942.
So what do you think of Glen Asher, right? Snazzy, fabulous. We're so thrilled to be partnered with such a force in Miami. Up next, we have a special treat. We're gonna check out modern day Miami and blast ourselves into the past and explore a very significant home built by the maverick of Miami, Alfred Browning Parker. Check it out.
Amit,
How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing awesome.
Oh,
What is-
man.
oh, you brought it.
I did. Great
Hey,
to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Man, I stopped reading books in college. What is this? What did you send me?
I'm glad you brought it, actually. I didn't think you'd bring it, but I got to show you something. Come on.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about this place, and
Man.
hopefully it starts to make sense
Yeah.
with the book.
This property
And
is
now-
amazing.
And look at this. The architect, this is one of the most famous architects.
Okay.
His name is Alfred Browning Parker. Have you ever heard of Frank Lloyd Wright?
Yes.
So he takes after him. He does so many things with a pretty much a local feel.
Sure.
And so
It does say Miami's Maverick Mall.
right, exactly. So he's really good with that, with the architecture. People love these homes. Problem is, living in Miami with the sun and the views and everything, I don't have too many people looking at homes like this.
Sure.
That's why I send you the book, so maybe you can.
That makes sense. You know what? I glanced at it, but I want to know in person. Tell me about this property. I get a sense that it's this mid-century modern
Right.
with this grand outdoor area, but it's an extension of indoor. Tell me about the
Right,
property.
exactly. So you did read a bit, so that's great. That's great. And so with this property, basically there's lots of woods, lots of darks. So as far as the property, it looks like this inside.
Okay.
So it's pretty awesome like that. So one of my challenges as an agent was trying to get people to come here and to look at a property like this, because it doesn't have views, like I
Sure.
mentioned. So what we did is I flew in my videographer from California, all the way from California.
Hey.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't blame you.
This home probably had so many great memories in the past. And what we're doing is we're creating a story with memories
Sure.
like that. And we think we're gonna really totally kill it with the video. The kids are cute. We are so excited about it. And
Pull
we,
at the heartstrings a little bit, make it
yeah,
emotional.
you know, we gotta do what we gotta
Completely.
do. But I think in the end, someone is gonna love this house. And that's why I sent you the book.
I love these type of homes. It really is becoming a trend for people to revitalize a property, anywhere from Seattle to, of course, here in Miami, for
Right.
people to take these properties, put their own personal touches on it, and really keep some of that character and that history, because there's a lot, as you see in that book, that goes with it.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you're so excited about that, because that's the feeling I'm trying to get others to feel.
Just attached to the property.
Exactly.
100%.
Beautiful. Let's check it out.
Let's go.
Come on.
Alfred Browning Parker lived from 1916 to 2011, and he was a modernist architect who is one of the best-known post-World War II residential architects. He gained fame for his highly published modern houses in the region around Miami, Florida. Alfred Browning Parker designed well over 500 projects in his 60-year career. Most notable were his own homes, especially the homes he designed for himself on Royal Road and in Gables Estates. In 2008, the University of Florida announced the creation of the Alfred Browning Parker Architecture Archives Endowment to support and strengthen this effort to preserve the architectural history of Florida. You've seen that old? Now you're gonna check out that new. People don't say new. It doesn't sound right. Hit it.
Hey everyone, Brian Cournoyer here with the BC team at DeSelms Real Estate. On this episode of The American Dream in Nashville, we are featuring an amazing neighborhood called Stevens Valley. We're located just southwest of downtown Nashville, right around the corner from the famous Loveless Cafe and the start of the famous Natchez Trace Parkway. We're about 15 minutes from downtown Franklin, 15 from Green Hills, and only 20 minutes from downtown Nashville. We're standing here in Pavilion Park, which is in the heart of what will eventually be the town center at Stevens Valley. This land is 980 acres that was originally owned by Bill and Nika Stevens. Now, Bill believed that it's more blessed to give than it is to receive, and the entire development is being done in that spirit. Eventually, there's going to be close to 1,200 residences here, a mix of single-family, townhomes, and condos. But the beautiful part is only 48% of the 980 acres will be developed, and it's only the land that was originally cleared and used for farming for decades. 90% of the natural treescape will never be touched. So here in the eventual town center, you're gonna have a 1900s style feel. They're gonna feature coffee shops, community centers, there's gonna be nature trails all throughout the community, dog parks, over 500 acres of maintained natural space, playgrounds for the kids, tennis courts, a little bit of everything. Let's go inside and talk to Emily, who's the Director of Marketing for Stevens Valley, and see firsthand what they have in store. We are in the Welcome Center for Stevens Valley. This is where the magic happens. We have Emily Winkler, the Director of Marketing and Public Relations for Stevens Valley, is here to tell us a little bit more about Stevens Valley.
Thank you so much, Brian, for coming out to visit.
Absolutely.
I'm very excited to share Stevens Valley with you.
So what is this?
This is our model of all 980 acres that Rochford Realty Construction will develop into Stevens Valley in the next 20 years. Out of the 980 acres, Rochford Realty Construction will develop right here in the valley, which is about 48%, leaving over 50% untouched and 90% of the natural treescape. This is a very historical part of Nashville, from the Loveless Cafe story all the way from the 444 miles of the Natchez Trace Parkway into the Stevens Valley farmland itself. This is Sneed Road and Pasqua Road. You'll enter in Stevens Valley in two ways. Here, there'll be a roundabout that we will have here to either go onto Sneed Road or go up into Stevens Valley neighborhood, or you can enter in just where you did by our Welcome Center. We're really looking here to be a walkable community. You'll find our streets are very narrow. They're that way for a reason. It makes construction difficult in the beginning, but we're really encouraging front porch living here.
So this is more than just a space for the residents of Stevens Valley too. This will become a destination for all of Nashville.
Absolutely. We are hoping to create Stevens Valley to not just be another neighborhood here in Nashville. We just want it to be Stevens Valley. We're creating a small town that looks like it's been here since the 1930s.
Here's a look at the entire Stevens Valley development 20 years from now. Right here down in this section is where we are, and you can actually see this is the Williamson-Davidson County line right there. So this section is what's currently under construction. This is Pavilion Park, right where we were standing a minute ago in the pavilion. Let's go down and take a look inside one of these homes right off Pavilion Park and see what at home here in Stevens Valley actually looks like. All right, we're stepping inside one of the homes just off the square here in Stevens Valley. I want to give you guys a feel for what some of the homes are going to look like when they're done. This is a DeFada Custom Homes house. It's 3,390 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, but the really cool part about this is it's 2 bedrooms down, 2 bedrooms up. So you've got a master on the main and another bedroom with a full ensuite. Come on in. These homes are really laid out well. They've put a lot of thought into the floor plans. Very open, some outdoor space, lots of entertaining space. They even have a great 3-car alley access garage out back. I've asked Christy Bashlor to join us from DeFada Custom Homes. Christy's gonna tell us a little bit about what you guys have on the market, what's coming soon, and what it's like to build with DeFada. Thanks so much.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming out.
Tell me what you guys have on the market right now or coming soon if we have buyers that are looking to get into a house quickly.
Right now we have about 6 homes under construction. So they're anywhere from, the timelines would be move-in about February to May.
Phase 2 just opened up, and how many lots do you guys have over there?
We have about 20 lots that opened up in phase 2.
Okay, so they can sit down, meet with the architect, and build whatever they want here in Stevens Valley.
That's correct. We're fully custom. The process takes about 6 to 8 months.
Perfect. All right, let's go take a look around this house.
Let's do.
Okay, that's a wrap for this segment of The American Dream. I hope you've enjoyed Stevens Valley. If you have any questions or you know anyone that's moving to Nashville, reach out. We'd be happy to help. See you around town.
This is Doma in Wynwood. Just opened last week. Really hot spot.
Fine art, fine cuisine. They go hand in hand.
That's kind of what Miami's all about.
Yeah.
You know, the new Miami at least.
Yeah.
So what was Wynwood like
I mean,
a few
this
years
was-
ago? What is it now?
Dude, this place was all industrial, no development. So Moisha Mana came in, bought out a ton of space, sold a lot of all the big developers, and they said, you know, this industry district could be transformed from warehouse to new and cool.
Yeah.
So Wynwood is kind of like the Williamsburg in New York, but not as grungy.
Okay.
It's got a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants, great food. So the chefs here are actually trained under Michelin-star chefs, and they open their own restaurant.
Okay.
And like, it's small. Look, there's what, 20 tables?
Yeah, it's an
Great.
intimate feeling, but it's also very trendy and warm.
That's it.
And you can tell it. Whatever's about to come out of that kitchen's going to be good.
You normally don't see. Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Pull up a chair. Grab a chair.
We're here to experience Miami. He's brought us to the best restaurant in town.
So I told him he's smart man. Because people can get more than just a restaurant. They can walk outside, they go in the gallery. I know a friend of mine, I think it's a mutual friend, went to the gallery and spent a lot of money and got some beautiful artwork,
How
right?
much is one of the pieces in there?
Actually, this artist is Rena, who's a French artist.
But you change it, right?
They change it up.
Okay.
Every week they change the insulation. Actually, the front of the building changes as well with it.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So they,
That's
they
pretty cool.
repaint the private property in front.
You know, Wynwood is totally different than any other neighborhood in Miami.
It
It's
feels
really
like it.
artsy.
Yes.
You know, you got the Wynwood walls, you have a ton of restaurants,
Yep.
you got great food.
It's got a lot of character. Just everywhere you turn something different. Yeah.
And that was what the inspiration behind this project. Because we're next to the railroad track,
Right.
the Florida East Coast Railroad. The project is actually called the Wynwood Track.
You know, moving to New York with a big business, came here, left it there, go back once in a while, went back and forth, and decided this is a better quality of life.
That's it, yeah.
Right? You
Quality of
know,
life is what it's
if you could do it here and make it here and have your business here, life is great.
I mean, that place looked awesome. A restaurant built into the train tracks with its own gallery next door. Miami has got it going on. If you thought that was cool, though, wait till you see what we have going on in your town.
Welcome back to The American Dream. We've got Preston Rowland on the show. Preston, thank you so much for being here today.
Hey, glad to be here. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, no problem. So in Nashville, I know you're running into a lot of companies that offer discounted home selling services. What should sellers know when dealing with companies that offer that?
Well, I think the short answer is, you know, what's the risk in reaching out to a company that maybe has a program that sounds too good to be true. And the risk is potentially your house don't sell. And, you know, as we make life decisions, we may have already found a place that we really want to purchase, or maybe we're moving out of state and we need to get our house sold fairly quickly. And I recently went through a scenario where a homeowner had paid $149 to get his home listed on the MLS. He didn't get any help with pictures. He didn't get any help with staging. He had to take time from work to do his own showings. And if he'd gotten a contract on the house, he would have been responsible for his own negotiations. And so after 40 days on the market with nothing but frustration, he reached out to me. I listed his home, made a few changes before I made it live, and sold it in a day. And so the short answer, there's really no substitute to hiring a professional marketer who knows how to list and sell your home.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sure you see a lot of these ads that offer, high rates, quick turnarounds. Would you recommend a seller going with one of those, or would you not?
Well, so, I look at it this way, and I've got some experience with that. So it's much like a car dealer where you trade in your car, you're going to get trade-in value as opposed to retail when you go to purchase. And so these wholesalers basically work the same way. They have really fancy marketing material, but ultimately they're still wholesalers. They're never going to give you full market value for your property. I had one recently where a homeowner had gotten attracted to the marketing. He was captivated by an overinflated price they offered him for his home. He got into it, and then he got hit with thousands of dollars in repairs, in addition to high commissions and other fees, to the point he was going to lose about $20,000 to take the short route as opposed to putting his house on the open market. And so ultimately he did that. But the short answer is wholesalers are still wholesalers, no matter how fancy their marketing material is, and they're never going to give you full value for your home.
Well, you work with a lot of sellers. What tools do you have to help get those rates that they are looking for when someone's looking to sell their home?
Well, we try to approach things from a value-added standpoint. We always try to come from a place of abundance in our business, and we have a very unique marketing program and a unique listing program. So I save, typically on average, my sellers are going to save between $8,000 and $12,000 on the sale of their home. It's a real simple program. I'll list and sell your home for $950, flat fee, full service, as long as you agree to purchase your next home through me. Now, on average, my folks are going to save $8,000 to $12,000. I just had a client save over $30,000 on the sale of his home using our program. There's more details at listfor950.com. But we come from a place of abundance. It puts the homeowner in a place of power where they can have more latitude to take a discount if they need to, or have money to put toward that new home. So it just gives the seller lots more flexibility when they've got control of that extra money.
Preston, we appreciate your expertise. Thank you so much for being here today with us.
My pleasure.
We'll be right back with more of The American Dream.
Life-changing moments are sometimes paying attention when you have a minute to hear from one of the greatest. And right now we are bringing you one of the greatest, David Meltzer. He is an entrepreneur, speaker, complete game changer in mindset. He is an author. He's incredible. I want to start right off with people who have limiting beliefs. And this is such a big topic. We could sit here for an hour, but let's just hone it right in. Limiting beliefs.
It's amazing how many people think, say, and do the right things, but they limit what they believe. And even worse, they're not aware of their unconscious competency, which has a duality. One is the energetic attraction. So many people do all these right things, and then they attract the exact same thing in their lives, and they do that energetically, and they're not aware of it. And then secondly, genetically, we have personality traits, characteristics, obsessions, all types of things that we've inherited from usually 4 generations down, and we're not aware of the effect of that. And so what happens is we go into situations, whether it's our profession, our relationships, our addictions, and we limit ourselves, we limit our power. And the biggest problem with people today is they don't ask for enough.
You know, I have no problem asking. I can be told no. I'll be told no 1,000 times, but the yes is so beautiful.
Yeah, I love no. I have a philosophy about no, right? I dream and always say, look, what if you were only 25 no's away from getting what you want? How excited would you be after the first no, the 10th no, and especially the 24th no? But yet, I know your attitude shared with mine. It's like most people hear no, and it's like you were saying earlier, like what you have to do. You look forward to what you have to do. It's not what I have to do, you say.
It's what I get to do.
You get to do. Same philosophy with no. It's an unexpected opportunity.
And sometimes the no's are just as much of a blessing. I am so thankful for so many no's in my life. I don't know about you. And then the yeses that were right, you're like, oh. And we tend to get this stuck position of kind of groveling in the midst of a no or a stuck. How do you tell somebody when you're sitting in that position that you feel like it's stuck and you don't know which way to go? How do you press through?
What I'm looking for is the universe to tell me. So I actually take a universal sense of no. If we're involved in a business deal and I'm trying to get an answer from you and you tell me, oh, my son got sick, and I can't make it, that's 1 no. And then maybe my tire breaks when I'm going to see you, that's 2 no. These could be very legitimate reasons. And at that third, here's the interesting thing about the third universal no, is that if something happens for the 3rd time, and for example, we couldn't do this interview 3 straight times, I would call you, Amy, and say, you know what, Amy, this isn't the right way or the perfect time. I'm very interested in doing it, but I have other things I need to do. When you're ready, please let me know. What happens is 50% of the time, there's no resistance, and someone like you says, oh, let's do it right now. And the other 50% of the time, it never happens. And what I've just done is saved all that time, energy, and emotion, allowing the universe to tell me what the guided path is. As a manipulator earlier in my life, someone that could sell you how to be in control, an ego-based life, not a radically humble life, then I actually extracted value by selling, overselling, back-end selling, manipulating, and even lying at times. Instead, I shifted the paradigm of value that says, every morning I wake up, may God put in front of me 10 people I can help. May I provide as much value to my wife and my children as I can, and then my immediate family, then my business, then my community, then my country, and then the world. And every single thing that I do is just based on how much value I can provide, trusting in what we talked about earlier, that I create a void for the universe to fill. And if I'm asking correctly, if I'm in receivership, where things are coming through me for others, more and more things happen that I want to happen in my life.
I hope that our viewers watching right now even took 10% of what you just shared, because it's life-changing information that literally could shift everything. And I can't thank you enough for being on the show today, bringing this. I hope that everybody realizes to follow you online, because even watching some of your videos, they're funny, they're informational, it's awesome. They could get nuggets every day that could help change this mindset, because it only takes a little bit of time for something to become a habit. You just got to do it. And you got to do it every day, consistent, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on The American Dream today. An honor to meet you.
It's a dream to be with you, Amy. Thank you.
Make sure you follow David Meltzer. Follow us here at The American Dream. Check out his stuff. Follow the positive message that is being sent out. It could change your life. We'll be right back with more.
At the end of the day, nothing is promised tomorrow, so it's all about living in the moment today.
The American dream to me is all about freedom. Here I am, I'm from New York City. Last night I'm in New York City. Today I'm on this beautiful yacht in Miami because I have the freedom of choice to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And I chose that a long time ago, that I wanted to live a life with no boundaries. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm supporting the show.
It's all about living in a beautiful city, doing what you want to do, when you want to do it, with the people you love, and just having the time of your life every single day.
I love the American Dream because it's a different angle on getting in touch with some of the real estate, some of the people, some of the communities, and not necessarily just solely based on some sort of a reality TV show and following characters. It's more about what's real in front of you and the subject matter at hand and the community, really, and the surroundings.
When I first heard about the American Dream, I thought to myself, that's basically what I've been living. I got here 18 years ago, and I was lucky enough to get on that track of living the American Dream, which is come with nothing and make something of myself. So that attracted me to the concept. After I learned more about it, I actually understood that it was about, positive message of what you can do and what real estate and other things can mean to people. So yeah, it's all good.
Being able to provide the best possible life and legacy for my children and for my family. Living a life of ease and comfort. And I think I've persevered and had a lot of tenacity throughout mine in order to create something. And to live here is like a dream.
It's all about working hard, doing what you want, and being happy with it.
Glen, why didn't you take me on that boat, buddy? I've got my white blazer. I mean, these guys are living the American dream for sure. If you think you have a great story for the American dream that tells a story of both real estate and entrepreneurship, we would love to have it on our show. And until then, dream on and dream big.
Okay.
The Cuban lunch today in Old World, Miami.
I thought that was tomorrow.
Okay, is that the taco
That's
place?
tomorrow,
Perfect.
correct.